You asked for it, so here it is, an updated 2024 checklist for the vintage Star Wars action figures. You'll find out what each figure costs today, the accessories they came with, and interesting facts that you need to know if you want to collect these. Let's go. There are a total of 21 action figures from the Star Wars movie made in 1977. And I'm also going to take you through a few of the variants that are the most popular. And I'm going to go in order of when each figure was released. And honestly, this was a hard video to do, and I had to redo it twice. I got some prices wrong, so I had to reach out to some very seasoned collectors to help me. Not on the more common figures like the Death Squad Commander, but on those Grail pieces that, in some cases, I will never see or touch in my lifetime. So let's see what the first 3 waves of Star Wars action figures cost in 2024. Starting with Luke Skywalker, first released in 1978 in the Early Bird set. He would make his cardback debut in 1978 on the Star Wars 12A cardbacks. The number 12 refers to how many action figures are pictured on the back, and the letter A lets us know that this was the first cardback of Luke in the 12 series. Carded, it can go for around $10,000 to $20,000 ungraded, depending on a good to great condition card and bubble. Loose, that can go for $1,000 in good condition today. This was because it first came with the double telescoping lightsaber. But the single telescoping version loose, that's much more affordable, and one in good condition will cost you around $100. There are a few variants of Luke in his hair color, and one in particular, the orange hair Toll Toys Australian Luke, is sought after by collectors. And some of these loose figures in great condition have sold for as much as $3,000. Princess Leia Organa was also first released in the Early Bird set in 1978 and would get her cardback debut that same year on the Star Wars 12A cardbacks. She comes with a dark blue-black Leia blaster and a white vinyl cape. Her debut card goes for about $1,100 ungraded and in good condition, and a loose version in great condition will run you around $130. The prices in this video have been researched and averaged on sites like Facebook, eBay, and on various accredited auction sites. Doing that research takes time and resources, so to support this channel, visit the links in the description of this video. Join this channel as a member or support me at patreon.com/thepadawancollector. Your generous support keeps this channel making content, so thank you. And now back to the video. R2-D2 was first released in the 1978 Early Bird set and made his cardback debut that same year on the 12A cardbacks. This figure comes with no accessories, and the artwork around the body of R2 is a sticker made of paper. Today, the 12A cardback in good condition goes for about $900, and a loose version in great condition will cost around $50. If you're looking for variants, you could consider the R2 unit droid from the 1979 Droid Factory. You had to build it yourself, and it came with a third leg. They run about $100 loose, but I suggest you buy the complete playset. Loose complete versions of this playset will run you about $200. The final figure to get released in the 1978 Early Bird set was Chewbacca, and made his cardback debut on the 12A cardbacks. He comes with his blue-black bowcaster. His debut card in good condition will run you about $800 ungraded, and a loose figure in good condition will cost about $30. And if you're wondering what the Early Bird set will cost you, in 2022, a complete set graded at 80 sold for over $15,000. If you can have the luck to find a set ungraded and in good condition, expect to pay about $5,000. C-3PO made his cardback debut in 1978 on the 12A cardbacks and comes with no accessories. Major variants come in the Japanese Takara variant, which has a different body and face mold. The US cardback debut will cost you $800 on average for a good example, and loose, this will cost you about $25 for a good version with tight limbs, as some of these will become like a rag doll, making the price go way down. Darth Vader made his cardback debut in 1978 on the 12A cardbacks and first came with a double telescoping red saber and black vinyl cape. His debut card with the double telescoping saber will cost you anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000 ungraded, since those are very hard to find in good or great condition and is downright rare. That same figure loose will cost around $3,000 to $4,000. and a loose single telescoping version in good condition is more affordable at $65. Stormtrooper made its debut on the Star Wars 12A card backs in 1978, and the name would change in 1985 to Imperial Stormtrooper for the Power of the Force card backs. This figure comes with the blue-black Imperial Blaster. Prices for the debut card will run you around $1,000 in good condition today, and loose will cost you about $45 for a good example. And fun fact, the Japanese Takara version comes with no peg holes on the bottom of its feet. Ben Obi-Wan Kenobi made his cardback debut on the 12A cardbacks in 1978 and was the last figure to have a double telescoping figure. Later that year, the lightsaber would be changed to the single telescoping lightsaber for the fall. Ben comes with a blue saber and a brown vinyl cape. His debut card with the double telescoping saber will cost you around $50,000 to $100,000, and those are very rare to find in good or great condition, ungraded. And that same figure loose will cost around $4,000 to $5,000 in excellent condition. His more affordable single telescoping loose figure will cost around $50, and there are two main variants besides the different sabers, a white hair version and a gray hair version. Han Solo made his cardback debut in 1978 on the 12A cardbacks and came with a blue-black Rebel Blaster. The first version came with a small head. Later that fall, it would be changed to a bigger head on the 12C cardbacks, although some versions of the small head Han would make it on Empire Strikes Back cardbacks. Han's debut card in today's prices will cost you around $800 for a good example. And a loose version will run about $70 for the small head and $40 for the big head variant. Which one is your favorite? The Jawa made its debut on the 12A cardbacks in 1978 and first came with the brown vinyl cape and a Jawa blaster. But by the fall of 1978 and on the 12B cardbacks, the vinyl cape was changed to a cloth cape. The vinyl cape Jawa has become a collector favorite, but other sought-after variants include the Mexican Lily Letty removable hood version and the Australian Toltoys off-color limbs variant. The debut card will run you prices of around $15,000 to $20,000 ungraded and in good condition, and loose it will cost you around $1,800 complete and in good condition. The more affordable cloth cape variant will cost you around $60 for a complete example in good condition. Sand People made its debut in 1978 on the 12A Kenner cards and comes with a tan vinyl cape and a gaffy stick. In 1983, the name would change to Tusken Raider for the Return of the Jedi cards. The figure mold would also change. On the first iteration of the Sand People, it had solid face tusks. On the new Tusken Raider face tusks, they would be hollow. This Tusken Raider version is highly sought after. Loose versions can cost around $400 for a version in good condition. The debut card runs about $700 in good condition, and loose, the common version can cost around $40 for a complete version in good condition. The Death Squad Commander made its cardback debut in 1978 on the 12A cardbacks and comes with a blue-black Imperial Blaster. The name would change in 1980 to Star Destroyer Commander for the Empire Strikes Back line of toys. The debut card will cost around $400 today in good condition, and a loose action figure will cost around $30 for one in good complete condition. Greedo debuted in 1978 on Wave 2 of the Star Wars line of toys on the 20B cardbacks and comes with the blue-black Rebel Blaster. Greedo would also be available in the Cantina Adventure set from Sears in 1978. His debut card will cost around $700 today for versions in good condition, and loose will run around $30 for a complete version in good condition. Hammerhead would debut in 1978 in Wave 2 of the Star Wars figures on the 20B cardbacks and comes with the blue-black Imperial Blaster. He would also be available in the Cantina Adventure set from Sears. The debut card will cost around $800 for a good example, and loose will be $30 for a complete version in good condition. Snaggletooth made its debut in the Cantina Adventure set in 1978 and came with a blue-black Rebel Blaster. This version was tall and had a blue spacesuit with silver space boots. This figure was quickly replaced with the red short version for its cardback debut in 1978 for the 20B cardbacks on Wave 2. The blue version would never get a cardback release, and the blue version loose will cost you around $600 in the toe dent version and $400 in the no toe dent Giant version. The debut card back for the red snaggletooth costs around $800 in good condition and loose around $30 for a complete version in good condition. Walrus Man made his cardback debut in 1978 on the 20B cardbacks in Wave 2 of the Star Wars toy line and comes with a blue-black Rebel Blaster. He also was available in the Sears Cantina Adventure Set. The debut card costs about $700 today in good condition, and loose it can cost $40 for versions in excellent condition, especially when the paint on its mouth is perfect. Luke Skywalker X-Wing Pilot was my first action figure that I ever owned as a kid. This figure made its debut on the Wave 2 20B cardbacks in 1978 and comes with the blue-black Rebel Blaster. The debut card will cost around $700 today, and loose will cost around $40 for good complete examples that have all the paint applications still intact. R5-D4 was released in Wave 2 of the Star Wars figures on the 28 cardbacks and comes with no accessories. He has a paper sticker applied to the body. A major variant is the red bar version that places a red bar on its top right area, where the common version has this filled in white. The red bar variant goes for $600 for loose versions in good condition. The debut card goes for around $600 in good condition for the common variant and $2,000 to $3,000 for the red bar version. The common version loose goes for prices around $40 for good examples. The Death Star droid was first released in 1978 in Wave 2 of the Star Wars figures on the 28 cardbacks and comes with no accessories. Collectors should be sure that the black paint apps on this figure are not rubbed off and that the joints are nice and tight to consider this figure mint. The debut card can run around $600, and loose examples can run $40 for excellent versions. The Power Droid made its debut in Wave 2 of the Star Wars figures on the 20B cardbacks and comes with no accessories, only sticker applications on its body. There is a main variant called the Short V variant, where this area is different than the common version. Its debut card will run around $700 for versions in good condition, and loose will cost $30 for examples in great condition. Boba Fett was first released as a mail-away figure in 1979 and was officially released on cardback in 1979 on the third wave of the Star Wars figures on the Star Wars 21A cardbacks and comes with the blue-black Imperial Blaster. The most famous variant was the never-released rocket-firing Boba Fett, which just sold at auction for $1.3 million. There's also the Mexican Lily Letty version that comes with the removable rocket and the Tri-Logo variant that is lighter in color. All are sought after by collectors. The debut card will run you prices at $4,000 for examples in good condition, and for the common Hong Kong version in great complete condition will cost around $70. If you want to watch the next video, we're going to list all of the vintage Star Wars figures made for The Empire Strikes Back. And like this video, we're going to go over today's prices and facts that you need to know if you want to collect and price your action figures today. To watch that or other episodes, click the videos on your screen now. And as always, my friends, thank you, and I will see you next time.